Hello world, boyfriend back with another pickup video, and I got a lot of stuff to show today, so let's jump right in. Manuel's first of all, of course, and that would be Illusion of Gaia. Never played this game before, but RPGs are just so hard to commit to. They take so much time, so maybe one day, I don't know. Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, a must-have for any SNES collector, for sure, as well as these next two, so just keep this in mind. Donkey Kong Country, awesome game, awesome game. I remember getting this for my birthday when it was brand new. Such a great memory. And one I have no memory about, it just showed up in my collection one day, is Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest. Now, question for you guys, who grew up saying Diddy Kong's Quest versus the correct way, which is Diddy's Kong Quest? Because it wasn't until about a year ago that I realized I'd been saying it wrong for all these years, right? So anyway, moving on. Gameboy Games, a couple cool ones, nice little twofer here. DuckTales and DuckTales 2. Woo! Such a Gamester 81 thing to do. Every time he talks about DuckTales, he has to do the woo! But I love you, Gamester 81. And then this is a neat thing I just wanted to mention. This is a clear Game Boy case, and you don't run across these very often, at least I don't, so it's kind of cool to pick one up. But how I got it was the cool thing. I went into this game store, I was just kind of browsing around, and I saw it kind of tucked away in the bottom of this little game case, and I said, hey, how much for the Game Boy case? And he said, you know what, here, just have it. What a cool thing. And it just goes to show, like when you're at stores, you know, and you see stuff like that, sleeves and weird little knickknacks, ask about them, because you never know. Like, that was such a cool thing, and I wish I would have got his name, but thank you, game store employee. That was awesome. Some Super Nintendo games, and I think the theme for today is going to be Subset, and you'll see why in just a moment. But first off, we have Arcana, and kind of an uncommon game, pretty cool. Not much to say about that. This is a cool one, Thunder Spirits. And this is a horizontal shoot 'em up, and I recently saw it on an episode of GameSack, which is what made me want to get it. So when I saw it, I was like, hey, I just saw that on GameSack, I'm gonna pick it up. And but a little tip for you guys is start picking up your SNES shoot 'em ups, because I have a feeling that they're going to start going up in price and be hard to find once the Retron 5 comes out. And the reason why is a lot of the Super Nintendo shoot 'em ups are known for slowdown, and supposedly the Retron 5 is going to fix that problem. So for the first time since these games have come out, we're going to be able to play them at their regular speed, like 20 years later. How crazy is that, right? So start picking up your SNES shoot 'em ups. And that's my tip for the day. So subsets, right? That's what I was talking about. Ren and Stimpy's Time Warp. This is the first, there's 4 games in this in the Ren and Stimpy series. This is the first one I own, and another subset I would like to complete soon. Here's a subset that I'm getting pretty close to completing, and that would be the Super Nintendo Disney games. So we're talking Aladdin, Lion King, Jungle Book, Mickey Mania, all those games, right, from using the Disney license. And this one I never run across. I've been looking for it forever, and I don't know why. It doesn't seem that uncommon, but I finally found it. It's in like brand new condition, and that is Beauty and the Beast. Not the greatest game by any means. It's a platformer, but it's got bad controls, and yeah, not that fun. So I wouldn't really recommend it unless you're just collecting everything, you know, which I am. So there you go. And then finally, Kirby Superstar, and this is one that I see fairly often. It's kind of a spendier game, but I found it for a good deal. Definitely not retail, that's for sure. And it's in really good condition, and I thought, heck, it's about time I pick it up. So I did. I only need Kirby's Dream Land 3 to complete that subset. So there you go. Sega Genesis. Sega Genesis. What an awesome system. Got a few cool games. Lethal Enforcers 2, Gunfighters. And the one thing I have to say about this is the Justifier, the gun, the light gun, which is basically an upgraded NES Zapper, is so awesome. And I don't know why they kind of put the attention on the Super Scope and the Sega Menacer, because the Justifier for both the Genesis and the Super Nintendo is like way better than those two clunky, gross, light guns. They're so silly. Anyway, now that I've said that, we can move on to Sonic Spinball. Cool game. Got it for like $2. Pinball games are always fun, and it's kind of a neat one. So pick it up if you ever get a chance. And finally, this is an awesome find, Splatterhouse 3. This is probably my favorite of the series, mostly because it was the one I remember playing the most growing up. Beat 'em up, cool little beat 'em up with a horror theme, kind of bloody and gory, and like what 8, 9, 10-year-old kid didn't love that back then. So I have very fond memories of this game. And then, if you guys remember, I started collecting for Nintendo Power, and holy crap, did I get a ton more of those since my last pickup video. So let's start going through them. I'm going to try and keep this quick. We got number 58 with Wario Land, which is Super Mario Land 3 for Game Boy on the cover, obviously. Number 43, these aren't really in any order, by the way, so, but this is Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally on the cover. And by the way, all of these are in, complete condition. They're all complete. They are in good condition. All of them, I would say, about 8 out of 10. But they're also all complete, meaning all the posters, all the trading cards, iron-ons, whatever came inside them, they all have them. And, yeah, that's pretty cool. Number 63, Stunt Race FX. Number 59, Ken Griffey Jr., Major League Baseball, blah, 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 longest title ever. Number 29, Star Trek. Star Trek. Oh, what that was. Oh, here we go. Finally got an address label on one of these. Randall Truesdell, thank you for your Volume 35 Nintendo Power with WWF Super WrestleMania on the cover. Wherever you are, Randall. Appreciate it. This is a cool one. Number 20 with Mega Man 3 on the cover. Gotta love Mega Man. Number 30 with Final Fantasy 2 on the cover. Oh, another tip for you guys. If you are collecting for magazines, I highly recommend getting the white cardboard backs and the sleeves to keep them in. It just protects them, keeps them in good condition, and it's really cheap to get those things, and you get them in like 100 packs or 200 packs, so why wouldn't you, Number 68, this is a bonus issue from '95, and the game on the cover inside is The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Number 60, gosh, I've been getting all the 20, 30, 60, the increments of 10. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Super Metroid, awesome game. Oh, and this one, what? This one, the address label says Crush. Who is Crush? I don't know if that's a business or a wrestler. Crush. Thanks for Nintendo Power. And here is another one from Crush, and that is number 82, Super Mario RPG. As far as RPGs goes, this is one of my favorite, and it's like the perfect starter RPG. If you've never played an RPG before, Super Mario RPG is the way to go. And another one. This is number 50, and that is Link's Awakening for Game Boy. It's so funny. I never noticed that when I was getting it. Ooh, this is an awesome one. Number 13. This is the strategy guide for Super Mario Brothers 3. It's a good one to have. They're all good to have, honestly. Oh, and these last few are all, I got them in a lot, and they're all from the very first year, so pretty cool. First one is number 6, which has TMNT on the cover. Number 4, which has Zelda 2 on the cover. And number 3, which has Track and Field 2. Another cool thing about this one is it has a Blaster Master guide in it, so I'm looking forward to whipping that out and trying to beat Blaster Master. For Nintendo Power, I'm at least for year 1, I'm just missing issues, because there's only 6. I'm missing issues 2 and 5, so hopefully I can track those down. Whew, gosh, a lot of stuff. And finally, some Nintendo games, NES. And the first was a gift from my friend, thank you Tom, and that is the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a notoriously hard game. How many people saw level 3, right? Am I right? Who beat that damn level? And you know what I mean, like the damn level, not the damn level. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, notoriously hard, but still pretty fun. I still like playing it. And then here we go. Nice little theme I had going lately. And that is another little subset I'm going for, which is the Disney Capcom games for NES. And the first that I got was Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. Great game. All of these games are really fun, by the way. DuckTales. Woo! Come on, I had to do it. Great game. All of these are in like pristine condition too. And finally, last but not least, the big reveal, which may not be the biggest reveal, but to me this is pretty important. And if you've been watching the pickup videos, you know I've been after this game. I got the Game Boy version. I got the Nintendo Power with the strategy guide. All I needed to complete the trifecta was the game. Which game is it? Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. Finally found this. So excited. Perfect condition. I got it. I brought it home. First thing I did, whip out the Nintendo Power, play all the way through the game, and couldn't beat Steelbeak. The final boss in the game, I couldn't beat him. And it's not a game that has like a save feature or passwords even. You gotta beat it you gotta beat it. You know, it has unlimited continues, but you just gotta beat the game. Otherwise, you know, if you shut off the Nintendo, you gotta play through it again. And I couldn't beat Steelbeak. And I've gotten so good at this game. I can blaze through it now at lightning speed. Have yet to beat Steelbeak. Ah! But that's neither here nor there. The point is, I finally got the game. I'm super stoked. And now I just gotta find another game to fill the void. Right? I want Tailspin. I gotta get Tailspin still. And then DuckTales 2 and Chip 'n Dale's 2. But anyway, I am rambling at this point, and I'm sure this video is far too long, so I just better sign off. Until next time, guys, boyfriend out.